All right, so let's just take a minute and see who's in the room with us. Welcome one another. Feel welcomed in our hearts. Hello, everyone, friends on the path. Nice to see you. Nice to sit with you together tonight to cultivate such a powerful quality of heart together. Welcome to anyone who's new to this group. Also, anyone who's been coming every week, everybody welcome. Also, let's take a minute, and if there's someone you would like to dedicate your practice to tonight, to send metta to, at the end of the guided sit, which will start right after this, I'll read who all we would like to send metta to. We can all send metta together to these people who live in our hearts, individuals or communities. Feel free to type in their name or names. We'll just take a minute. People who are suffering, friends or loved ones, whoever you'd like to send metta to tonight. As those continue to roll in the chat, we can shift gears towards our sitting practice. Settling in, inviting the body to be in a comfortable position, a position that's easeful, not stiff. Sitting or laying down, what would the body like in this moment? What would be conducive to the heart opening or ease? Letting the body go there. Taking a full, deep, slow breath in. And a relaxing exhale. Another full, slow, deep breath in. And inviting the body to soften a little more on the exhale. Another full, deep breath in. Relaxing a little deeper on the exhale. Letting the breath become soft and natural. Inviting ease into the heart without pressure or expectation for how this time should go, without judgment of what arises, just a kind holding of this space, intention setting, allowing. Sometimes our loving kindness, our metta flows easily, sometimes it doesn't. Just accepting, allowing. Just like seeds being watered. And sometimes they sprout and we see them and we're excited seeing them grow. Sometimes they stay underground for a while, maybe for another year or another season. Everything in its own time, and trusting the process. Inviting a light to arise in our heart. A warm glow from the heart center, the center of the chest. This energy of kindness, just as a visualization, a warm glow radiating through the body. A light shining through every part. Shining through every cell of this body. I'll offer both visualizations and phrases. If something resonates more strongly, use that. If it doesn't, don't. Allowing this light to grow brighter from the heart. It's shining through the bones, through the blood, shining through every part of the body. Through the muscles and tissues. Through the organs. Through the skin. This loving awareness, the healing glow permeating every part. Through the whole body, and through the whole mind space. If there's any part of the body that has pain or difficulty, or that's been held with judgment or shame, let the light shine there. Let this warm glow illuminate that area. A caring attention. May you be well. The whole body illuminated, the whole mind space illuminated. Every part, this whole being in its wholeness. This light shining on all parts equally. Parts we may like, parts we may not like. All the shadows. Illuminated, held with care. No worries if the mind wanders, just gently coming back. Feeling this light glowing through this entire being. I'll offer these phrases from my teacher Larry Yang, phrases of forgiveness. For any way that I have caused harm to myself through judgment, action, self-blame, indifference, knowingly or unknowingly, in thought, word, or deed. May I forgive myself. May I allow myself to be a student of life and to make mistakes. May I forgive myself. And if I cannot do so in this moment, May I be able to forgive myself in the future. Inviting the body to relax, the face to relax, the neck and shoulders to relax, the abdomen to hang soft and loose. What would it feel like if I could forgive myself completely? What would it feel like if I could accept myself completely? And inviting this light again to arise in the heart, shine out through the whole body, shining through this entire being. Inviting these phrases to ripple through. May I be May I be light in body and spirit. May I be safe and protected. May I be free from mental suffering and free from physical suffering. May I live with ease in my heart. Bringing to mind another being, someone towards whom metta flows easily. Maybe someone who's been kind to you. Someone who has benefited you in some way. Someone you care about. Visualizing them. Letting this light glow out from your heart to theirs. Like lighting a candle. They're held in this glow. Their face at ease. Gently smiling, receiving this beautiful energy. Their whole being held in this light. And the light growing brighter as we offer them these blessings. May you be peaceful and joyful. May you be light in body and spirit. May you be safe and protected. May you be free of mental suffering, free from physical suffering. May you live with ease and well-being in your heart. Bringing to mind a neutral person, maybe an acquaintance or a stranger, the person who works at the grocery store or the gas station or the post office. Someone with whom there isn't a particular negative or positive charge. Bringing them to mind, visualizing them, letting this glow from the heart emanate out to them, lighting their heart, their face, smiling gently in this glow, receiving this energy. May you be peaceful and joyful. May you be light in body and spirit. May you be safe and protected. May you be free from mental suffering and free from physical suffering. May you live with ease and well-being in your heart. Bringing to mind someone from the difficult person category, maybe someone you've had minor challenges with or difficulties, someone you would like to be able to send metta to. Being gentle and self-compassionate in this. If it feels too difficult, maybe just noticing that or shifting back towards someone easier. No judgment. Bringing this person to mind. Inviting this light to glow, radiating out from your heart, touching their heart, seeing them glowing in this light. Their face gently smiling as they receive this kindness. May you be peaceful and joyful. May you be light in body and spirit. May you be safe and protected. May you be free of mental suffering, free of physical suffering. May you live with ease and well-being in your heart. Inviting the body to relax. Tuning back into this light emanating through this being, through the heart, through the whole body, through the whole mind. And emanating out, growing brighter and brighter, holding everyone in this room, in this light, our friends in this circle together. Everyone here glowing in this light, hearts radiating light, faces at ease. Everyone held, everyone holding, sending it out and letting it in. just grows brighter and brighter. And letting it expand outwards to our loved ones and those that live in our hearts. To Texta's sister Keg, to Adrian's students, to Terry and Sue, to Ledo, Michael and Brian. May they be well, may they be at ease. Mary and Meb and Grandma Liz and Grandma Betty. To Martha's mom, Marilyn. To Linda and her bereaved. To Q's beloved auntie who decided to go into hospice care today. So much love. To those in Myanmar, Lucille, Tom, to Louie and Hayden, to all those who are incarcerated, to Gail, to Anna, Trudy, Enid, and all folks living without housing. May they be free from suffering. To Alicia, Devin, and all those who are suffering from PTSD. To Sherry, Linda, Mick. To Mumia, who is very ill. To Julia and Iris. To Annika, Arena, Kathy, Jyoti, Lola, Beo, Haldora, to Erica, Tony, Alyssa, Jacques, Wanda, to Andy and Avery, to Tekla, Arrow, Luli, to all beings in need, to Blue, to Jessica, all these beings. May they be free from suffering. May they live with ease. May they die with ease. Letting this light expand outwards, in every direction, over the entire world, spreading outwards, this wave of light, touching all beings, all kinds of creatures, near and far. Those in our region, those on our continent, those in the water, those in the air. This light touching all beings. All those on our planet, all those in our universe. Everyone held in this light. Thank you for your practice. Let's just take 2-3 minutes. Let that settle, stretch, drink water, let that integrate. So, as we shift into discussion time, I dropped in the chat a chant sheet of the Karaniya Metta Sutta, the main sutta that's often chanted on metta. It's chanted throughout the Buddhist world in Southeast Asia and at monasteries, and It was on a monthly rotation of chants at the monasteries where I lived. I wanted to bring in the chant. So I'll just chant it, and you can read along if you click on the link. It has the English beneath the Pali. Part of chanting for me, it's been part of these lineages. This has been chanted by countless people over thousands of years who've preserved these beautiful teachings and passed them down to us. And I just love bringing in that energy, the connection to the roots of the teachings in this way. Often before this chant, there's a section, it's not on this sheet, but there's an invitation to the devas to come listen to the Buddha's words on loving kindness. So devas, come join us. The spirit beings, celestial beings. Chant together. Kareniya Metta Kusalena Yantang Santang Padang Abhisamecha Sako Ujucha Sujucha Suwacho Chasa Mudu Anatimani Santu Sako Cha Subaro Cha Apakicho cha salahukawuti Santindriyo cha nipako cha Apagabo kulesu ananukito Nacha kudang samachare kinchi Yena winyu pareu pawadeyung Sukino wa kemi no hontu Sabe sata bhavantu sukhitata Ye kechi panabhutati Tasawa tawarawa anavasesa Digawa ye mahantawa Majimara saka anukatula Ditawa yecha adita Yecha dure wasanti avidure Bhutawa sambhawe siwa Sabe sata bhavantu sukhitata Na paro parang nikubeta Nati manyeta katachinang kanchi Byaro sana patigasanya Nanya manyasa dukamitea Matayata niyang putang Ayusa eka putam anurake Ewampi sababhutesu Manasambhavaye aparimanang Metancha sabalokasming Manasambhavaye aparimanang Udang ado cha tirian cha asambadang awerang asapatang titan charang nisinoa sayano wa yawatasa vigatamido etang sating aditeya Brahma metang viharang idamahu ditin cha anupagama shilawa dasanena sampano kamesu vinayagedang nahi jatu gavaseyang punaretiti.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
There's so many beautiful phrases in this sutta. I wanted to stop on my favorite lines. Oh, what? So, yeah, just different phrases in there. Even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings. It goes through all these different beings to send metta to, those born and to be born, the different sizes of beings, different kinds of beings. Sabe sata bhavantu sukhi tata. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, those seen and unseen, I'd like to invite in any questions or sharing people have about their metta practice. Any questions? So vital, such a beautiful practice. Please feel free to raise the little Zoom hand, to drop questions or comments in the chat, or just feel free to unmute. And I'll just continue talking. Last week I was bringing in a bit about death reflections, the the Buddha taught as something to frequently recollect is our death and the death of others, the impermanence of this life, the passing nature of this life, and how it gives spiritual urgency. When we recollect that, it can inspire us to practice, inspire us to shift, inspire us to live in deeper alignment with our hearts, not so caught up in the little things in life, not so caught in the things that aren't worth running our minds around about. Today I found out one of my Dharma friends passed away. He was someone that I met at a monastery here, and then, just met and we exchanged contact information. Then I moved to Myanmar and was living at a rural forest monastery. And then one day he was just there. We ran into each other at a monastery in rural Myanmar. And he got to be there for a year with me practicing, also just intensive full-time meditation practice. And when it's right there, this nature of reality, that we are all going to die, I'm going to die, you're going to die, everyone we know is going to die. Like, what is worth doing? What is worth thinking about? What is worth putting our efforts and our energies towards? It's right there. Just the little things that don't matter start to clear out as we recollect this nature of our lives, of everyone else's lives. Who do I need to make peace with in my heart? What burdens am I holding on to of bitterness or resentment or shame do I need to let go of that just aren't worth it? What's really valuable? The Buddha referred to death along with aging and sickness as the divine messengers. Divine messengers, what they bring us, the wisdom that they bring us. The divine messengers, aging, sickness, and death. And then he called the divine abidings, the Brahmaviharas. Metta is one of them. Metta is the first of the Brahmaviharas. So these messengers of our suffering, the suffering that's inherent in everybody's life, bring us to these divine abidings, the Brahmaviharas, the states for our hearts to dwell in, the things that are worth cultivating in this life. Death is a gift. Our aging is a gift. Our sickness is a gift. When we suffer, we seek, we orient towards wisdom, we orient towards the path out of suffering. Without the suffering in my life, I wouldn't have come to the Dharma. I would have been too content, too easy. Don't need to investigate, don't need to change. My friend Hector, who passed away, great suffering. Going through a divorce brought him to Myanmar, to the monastery. It's like, in his life, in my life, it's like the ways we get shaken, the difficulties we have, they bring us to the path. Sometimes it's like having my ass kicked onto the path. I can't do anything else. I don't know what to do. I need to find something. Oh, here's these teachings. Let me try it out. And seeing the truth of the teachings from our own experience, seeing the changes in our hearts, the lightening of our hearts, the letting go of the burdens that we've been carrying through cultivating metta, through cultivating mindfulness. I see some things in the chat. We trap and relocate rodents. Is that harm? It's less harm than killing would be. The precepts, the 5 precepts, basic precepts for everybody that the Buddha taught, not killing, not stealing, not harming through sexuality, not lying, and not taking intoxicants that cloud the mind. Abide by those fully. They're like training guidelines for life. Relocating them when they're trying to live in the same place that you're trying to live. Sometimes you have to accept that you can't be roommates. You got to move out. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's not ideal, but it's what we can do. We have to be reasonable and be able to live our lives also comfortably. CJ wrote, the real delusion is that I always think my death will be far out in the future and not tomorrow or tonight or after my next out breath. Right. Oh, Grandma Ruth Dennison. Some people here in the room were her students for a long time. I've just heard her talks. I've listened to some again and again. She lists through like all the ways you could die today. You might slip in the shower. You might fall on the concrete. Something might happen to you, all of these different things that could actually happen today. Not to say live in worry, live in fear that you could die any moment, but recognize the impermanence of our lives. Let it orient us towards freedom. Let it orient us to, not think it's worth it to say some harsh, harmful words, or not think it's worth it to, spin out for 7 hours about this thing that person said or did, or allow that to help us release the burdens that we carry, the baggage. Bruce used to say the skeleton in the zendo was our future. Let me just point out there's a skeleton right there hanging on the wall. And to my left and to my right, here's another skeleton. Alongside the altar, these reminders of the reality of this body, of what it is to be a human. There's also a question, curious if the exact origin of the Brahmaviharas is known. There's a number of suttas that talk about the Brahmaviharas. I can't give you names and numbers of them off the top of my head, but there's a number of different suttas. I know there's some that go through all four of the Brahmaviharas, and there's some that just only speak about metta, like the Metta Sutta that I chanted. There's some good translations available online freely, like accesstoinsight.org. You can find some there. Paula brought in, James Baldwin said, your suffering does not isolate you. Your suffering is your bridge. Yes, yes. It's what brings us at least invites in the possibility of compassion for ourselves and others, of understanding. There's a Tibetan saying, may I suffer just enough to awaken. Just enough to awaken. No more than that, please. Rabbit dropped in the Access to Insight website where you can find suttas. I think you can search different topics on it also, if you want to read some of the Brahmaviharas. And Henry brought in this body is of that nature, it will be that way, it has not gone beyond that fate. That's part of the 5 frequent recollections. This body is of the nature to age. It has not gone beyond aging. This body is of the nature to fall ill. It has not gone beyond illness. This body is of the nature to die. It has not gone beyond dying. All that is mine, beloved and pleasing, will become otherwise, will be separated from me. I am the owner of my actions and heir to my actions, born of my actions and abide supported by my actions. Any actions that I do, for good or for ill, skillful or unskillful, wholesome or unwholesome, of that I will be the heir. Those are the 5 frequent recollections. But understanding that imminence of death, the impermanence of this body, the truth that we will be separated from everything beloved and pleasing to us, and that we are the owner of and heir to our actions of body, speech, and mind. And that's referring to every single second of movement of mind. We are heir to that, whether that is unwholesome and generating more suffering, or whether that is wholesome and generating more happiness and more freedom. That's the only thing we actually own, that's the only thing that comes with us. It's what shapes our experience. So here we are at the end of our time together. Just Thank you for your beautiful practice, the wholesome intentions, the powerful cultivation of heart that lead to freedom, that lead away from suffering. All blessings for your path. Just rejoicing for everyone's practice together, dear friends. Thank you. What a blessing to sit with you. Offering the merits of this practice for the benefit of all beings everywhere. As I wish not to suffer, may all beings not suffer. As I wish to be free, may all beings be free.